So today we're going to be replacing the timing belt. 1996 Ford Ranger 2.3. I got the timing belt and water pump, but I'm just going to do the timing belt. If you're wondering if your belt's broken, just or garbage, look back there, pull this back. If you see a bunch of cracks, you know your shit's fucked. 10mm fan shroud. Oh, shit's broke as fuck. Looks like that's it, and it just slides down there. Can't really see, but there's two little squares right there and there. So just leave this loose and undo those four fan clutch bolts, 10mm as well. Alright, so first you want to take off this intake, make it a little bit easier. Just flathead screwdriver. This hose right there. Just take it off right there. Take out this clip. And that should be it. There we go. this on the floor. That's the tensioner right there. Alright. There's a hole for a 3/8 ratchet. And just like if you were loosening it, and just pull it off of any of the pulleys. And then you can let go. And now you could finish taking off the last bolt for the fan, because it could spin now. And just be careful not to drop this shit. If you drop the fan, you'll break your fucking radiator, and that's gonna be no fun. Let's bolt. Just pull up your shroud and your fan at the same time. Once you get it to a certain height, you can pull the fan out. And then the shroud. Pulley. See, my fan's pretty fucked up, so I'm gonna need to get a new fan. Made in Canada. OG Ford fan. And just inspect the pulleys, you know what I mean? Spin them. Make sure they're all spinning free. We might replace this pump after all. I don't like the way it looks. Tensioner is good. Take off your belt, inspect that. Here, might as well replace it. Looks pretty decent. I don't know, we'll think about it. Next, you want to do this clipping. These 10 millimeters. No balls. Move it out of the way. So I saw his other video where this dude shoved what do you call it, breaker bar underneath the throttle body like that, between the valve cover, and shit actually works. I forgot the dude's name, but shit works. Now you got 1, 2, 3 bolts that hold that right there. Looks like they're 13 maybe. We'll see. 13 millimeter for these. There's one more 10, looks like, hidden back there. Different sizes. Super long one goes right there. Medium long over there. Other two are the same size. Those of you that have power steering, you'll have a power steering pump here. My truck does not have power steering, so it just has this idler pulley. Be taking that sucker off. So 17 millimeter wrench on this side and 15 on that side. Undo all three. 17 up there, 15 on the back, per usual. Ta-da! I'm gonna try to yank this shit out. Let's see. That seems to be the magic angle. Like that. And then just fucking do a little twist. Pull this thing off so you could read it. Line the line up. Pull these plugs out. There's a plug I pulled. Pull this plug out. Grab a mirror. You guys can't really see it, but you'll be able to see it with your eye. There's a mark on the cover. So you see the diamond? There's supposed to be a diamond right there. And it's the same deal with the one up there. No, there's no diamond on the sprocket, so we're going to turn it another 360 degrees until it gets back to the same spot. And we'll check it again. Now we'll check it again. Beautiful. You see the diamond right there now? Undo it. Check this one. You can probably see the one on the sprocket. So the triangle on the sprocket lined up with you'll be able to see it with your eye, but it's lined up now with the one on the cover, or the back cover. Or move this 8mm bolt right here. 8mm. Ta-da! I'll pop all these fucking tabs off. We're gonna end up doing the water pump after all, because we're right here during this petcock. Undo that, and you'll see it drip. Undo your radiator cap and it'll come out stupid fast. And you can just let that drain while you work on the rest of the vehicle. 22mm on the crankshaft pulley. Now that we're doing the radiator, might as well disconnect this top hose. I mean, now that we're doing the fucking water pump, this will make it easier to work around. Also undid that clamp. Twist and yank, if that don't work. Break the seal with the pick from underneath. Motherfucker is stuck on there. There we go. There's no bolt holes to put these bolts through to use that puller. So we'll probably have to use a 3-jaw puller. And we're gonna have to remove the radiator for that. So we're gonna do that bottom hose under this thing. It's like one 10mm there, one 10mm there, and that bottom hose. You You can do that with pliers. I just didn't want to struggle. And the bottom hose down there. Let it drain whatever's left of the engine. Close that petcock now so it don't fucking piss everywhere when you take it out. 10mm. Nice. Another 10mm right there. Tilt it forward, see if any more comes out. And I completely missed. Go. Break loose 13mm right there. Alright, she's loose. We're going to crack this 17mm loose. That loose. We're just gonna pull the bed off. All right, we're gonna do those two. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Like 10 8mm bolts. Alright, so you just gotta undo those two, and then that's what makes this pump come out. See? Easy as fuck. What the fuck? clean all that up with some Scotch-Brite and a new gasket on the tube. Get that nice and clean like that all the way around. Use a razor blade and Scotch-Brite, the red one. So we put the big O-ring right there. Ta-da! Little O-ring. Throw on that tube right there. Surviving what?
Look at.
Oh, I survived. Yo. Now push this hose into position. PB blaster. You see that? Put the two bolts back on, the lower radiator hose support. That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
What is that?
Those look like through holes, so you're gonna want to put sealant on these two. Check it out. Check it out. Let's see what's going down.
See this?
You won't be able to see this one, but just trust me. The what?
This dirty bucket is water.
Oh, it's catching all the water that fell.
Water?
Yeah.
Where's it
Or
going?
coolant, whatever you want to call it. So just do a dry run to make sure everything's gonna go right. I'll put a little bit of this right there. Just part on the pulley, tighten that one, the 13 right there, and make sure your lines are aligned. Diamond. This thing's up and down. sure there's a mark somewhere. There's that dot. So find the other dot.
Well, Samsung, I can't FaceTime because I FaceTime Daddy, and then it didn't work.
Oh, that's because he has an Android.
Yeah.
So,
That's your Android?
yeah. Want that keyway facing straight up and down?
He has the same one as you, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Diamonds lined up. That diamond straight up and down. And then you can let loose that 13 and it should tension itself.
Broken my mom's card. See? It is a real spray bottle. Get out.
Tighten the 17 millimeter with the spring. So that one's torqued to 20 and that one's torqued to 30 foot-pounds. So spin it around twice, make sure nothing bumps into itself, and then it says loosen and tighten it again. That's the shit you want to use. See that? You see that? Right there? You can't see that. But that's where the crankshaft position sensor goes. I'm replacing mine because I'm already here, not because I broke it. I broke it. New, non-broken sensor. Brand spanking new. Lube that O-ring up with like some PV blaster. That's where that goes. You just gotta kind of fish it up in there, push it down, do a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Oh, that's tough like a puppet. A little side to side motion. Rotor. Once it's pretty much in, you can finish it off with the bolt. pretty close. So the keyway should be straight up and down right next to this thing. As it is, that's where it should be. Still aligned. Perfect. 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 Loosen the tensioner and torque it down again. So, put the cover back on. You just slide it from underneath to right there, and put that 8mm bolt back. Took the balancer bolt out, and now I'm gonna put this balancer back in. Most important part is that the keyway lines up. And you can beat it with a hammer all the way in a circle if you don't have the installer, and just shove the bolt. You might fuck up your crankshaft, so it's not recommended. But you can't do that if you don't have any options. Rest away with the impact, but this one was too long. I didn't push it on far enough. They should be able to thread it now, decent amount. Looks like a shit ton of turns right there already. Handy dandy impact gun. Ta-da! And that's game, homie. Test it, see if everything's gonna work before you fucking go any further. You can turn it on right here just for a quick second, make sure everything's out of the way, and fire it up. Fuck it. It is gonna run, and that's all I want to know. All right, we hook up that tensioner back up. bring back that garbage ass fucking thing that goes right here. Make sure you're not fucking pinching any fucking charging cords for your phone. 10 mil that side, 13 this side. Pulley in. Compressor. Pulley on first, then the fan with that bolt through there. I'll show you on this I can't really see because of my fucking hand, but if it doesn't thread, you know your pulley's not lined up with the 4 holes. like to leave the smooth pulley off and get it all the way on. So leave this one off, not the tensioner one, but the idler, smooth idler. Go around the tensioner, around the crankshaft. So they should pretty much all be done, except for that one. That's the one you want to do last. Get it lined up and just pull it. Make sure they're all lined up. See, it's a little bit off. On. And that crankshaft should be on, hopefully. So just keep a little tension on there. Do your tensioner thing. Make sure everything's lined up after you got it. That one could be on the pulley a little bit more. Oh no, it was good, it was good. Never mind. Where you at? There it is. Just make sure they're all lined up and you'll be good. Get the fan shroud in there, just all loose like. Chill on the fan. Leave it like that. I'm gonna sneak the radiator between there. Radiator bolts. For the shroud, just make sure you hit those two hooks down there. Get the shroud and the hooks, push it down. I'm gonna replace that eventually. Hopefully it doesn't take out my radiator. Lower radiator hose. I don't know if you saw anything, but fucking lower hose is doing it. This fucking thing back on. Reptar. This fucking hose back on out there. Boop. This thing back on over here. Get this clip that didn't break. Get this thing over here. Don't forget this hose. Don't forget to tighten those fucking fan bolts unless you want to go flying.